like many have thought, she has been sent to AEW, or AEW have acquired her to really help make the difference and putting Mercedes Moné in positions where she's just going to be speaking, just going to be talking and cutting promos. Listen, it's not her strong suit, and anyone that has seen Mercedes Moné over the last 10 years or whatever it is will know that's not her strong suit, and it's not what you would primarily associate with her to bring to the dance. It's been 3 weeks since Mercedes Moné turned up in AEW, CEO, all of that, and people are already talking. Patience is running thin. The IWC are doing their thing and voicing their opinion, and they're not happy. They're not happy because on her debut show, AEW Big Business, she came out, she cut a promo. You know, people thought, okay, like, it's fine, like the promo's okay. She's never really been a promo person, but it's good to have her here in AEW. The following week, she came out and let's be honest, she basically cut the same promo again, and people were beginning to think, okay, what are we doing with her? Middle of the next week, we heard that she was going to be on commentary for the women's fatal 4-way match that will determine the number one contender for the TBS title. She was on commentary. I can't really say she added too much to the commentary element. Of course, she is there to continue sowing the seeds between her and Willow Nightingale and whatever they're doing over there. And now people are becoming frustrated. The grace is beginning to run out and people are voicing their opinions that what are we doing? We keep putting Mercedes Moné, of all people, into positions to talk. Never been like a known talker, a mic man, mic woman, whatever you want to call it. And now we are running out of patience. And I hear it, to be honest. I have more patience for most. I do like Mercedes quite a bit, but I definitely hear what people are saying. I think some people are already disgruntled that they have chosen to kind of debut her within the TBS side of things, which is pretty much like the lower mid-card or mid-card area of the women's division, as opposed to right at the top of the card. I don't agree that she should have went for the title or anything, but it is very interesting to me that they've chosen to debut her in this position. Maybe just because that's where Willow is, and obviously before she got injured in 2023, she was in a program with Willow Nightingale. So that makes sense to me as to why they've gone in at that level, and her elevating those women in and around that level I think is very important as well as potentially the TBS title. I still don't know where I sit with if she should win the TBS title. I think it's a bit of a sticky one sort of thing, but I'm happy where she is because of the work she's doing for those particular women. But like many have thought, she has been sent to AEW, or AEW have acquired her to really help make the difference and putting Mercedes Moné in positions where she's just going to be speaking, just going to be talking and cutting promos. Listen, it's not her strong suit, and anyone that has seen Mercedes Moné over the last 10 years or whatever it is will know that's not her strong suit, and it's not what you would primarily associate with her to bring to the dance. What you would associate with Mercedes Moné is getting in the ring between those ropes and doing what some women can't even dream of, and wrestling her arse off, and that is what she is so great at. And fans are beginning to wonder, when are we getting that? You know, when are we getting Mercedes Moné in a wrestling match? That is what people want at this juncture. Journalists are making their opinions heard and they want the same thing. They think that's what's best for business in regards to AEW. So it's going to be very interesting to see when that's going to be. AEW Dynasty is their next pay-per-view, which is towards the end of April. So there is still the best part of, 6 to 8 weeks before we are seeing Mercedes Moné, if they plan to make her debut at Dynasty. And I think that could be very tricky given where fans are now. To ask them to wait another 6, 7, 8 weeks for the actual in-ring debut of Mercedes Moné, I think it could be very, very tricky, and I'm not sure if people have the patience to wait for that. So AEW need to make a decision. I think AEW need to stick her in the ring, maybe with some other talents. You got the Joshi girls there that are available, and again, that's reminiscent of what she was doing just before she got injured. She was in Japan having great matches with some of the talent from Stardom and stuff like that. So put her in the ring with some of the Joshi talents that they may have, or, you know, start really building towards this Willow Nightingale feud and building Mercedes towards what I assume will be the AEW World title fairly soon, because, you know, she needs wins. You guys brought back the ranking system, so we need to see her in matches so that she can start building up wins to contend for whether it's the Women's World title or maybe this TBS title as well. I think we do need to make sure here we are casting the talent we have into the correct roles. Like I said, she is a wrestler, a very good wrestler, so get her in the ring and let her do her best work and let her win people over that way, so that people won't start, you know, talking negatively of herself and AEW for signing her and, you know, kind of not putting her to work straight away. And with that as well, I'll mention, you know, the CEO gimmick, a CEO character and stuff like that, which I'm absolutely fine with. Obviously, it's an iteration of the Boss, of what she was doing in WWE, which wasn't really anything. It was just Boss in name, but like not really kind of any real Boss activity on screen. I guess they didn't really make it too gimmicky, but I just find the CEO thing, putting CEO in the theme tune even for her current, you know, AEW run, I just think that, you know, it's an obnoxious thing. Calling yourself a CEO in professional wrestling, it's obnoxious. It's a heel move. So I would want to see a change in character, and I know her and Willow are telling a story right now, so the change may come, but I think this is another thing that's maybe disconnecting with fans. It's not really working because, you know, to call yourself a CEO is very up yours sort of thing. You see what I mean? So I think we need to see a change in character. I'm sure the heel promos will come a lot easier than her doing these hi, happy to be here, like I'm AEW, I'm all elite kind of stuff that she's doing right now, and probably wearing thin on fans. Make her a heel, let her go out and have some terrific matches. Start booking them matches from, I would say, the next week. Once we get into April, book some matches. Give her a couple of matches before that pay-per-view match. So yeah, I would literally keep it simple. This is Mercedes Moné, a fantastic women's wrestler. That's why you signed her, to improve the women's division, to help the overall booking of the women's division through great wrestling. Let's keep it simple. Let's just let Mercedes Moné wrestle.